Hi, I'm Julian Frost, N3JF, and I'm here with Jeff Padgett, W5ABQ. Took me three videos to get that right. Good morning.
I didn't even have to say it phonetically. Good morning.
So obviously we're talking Icom today.
Yeah. Welcome back to HRO Anaheim. Glad to see you. How was your Labor Day weekend?
I got sunburned, but other than that, it was very.
You were at the beach. Okay.
Well, close too. Yeah. San Diego, beautiful San Diego.
Nice.
So Jeff, Icom.
Yeah, today we're going to look at Icom's line of HTs, and we've got quite a good selection, and we'll take time to do a little overview of each one.
Excellent. And before we do that, of course, we'd like to remind you that if you like our videos, to subscribe to us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Or is it X? I don't know what to call it anymore.
What's official?
I think officially it's X, but yeah, old school.
Or do we call it X-ray?
X-ray, indeed.
Okay.
All right, Icom. What do we have?
All right. Well, it's a name that most amateur radio operators are very familiar with, and I didn't realize it, but they're coming up rapidly on their 70th year.
70 years?
Yes.
Wow.
1954, Mr. Inoue in Japan started the company there in Japan, and they'll be celebrating 74 years. Now, he started basically working with a lot of electronics, RF equipment, RF medical equipment, and it's interesting because he got so busy he had to build a shack in his yard. That's how things started with Icom. So now, almost 70 years later, Icom has supplied a lot of shacks with good radio equipment. So reputable, great brand, and so we're going to look at their HTs this morning. I want to begin with probably one that's not quite well known, and that's the V86.
Yes.
Yes, the V86. It's a 2-meter FM analog monobander, and one of the features is it's not very common anymore, traditional BNC connection.
Yes.
So you don't have to worry about that SMA to BNC connector. So a lot of operators really are drawn to that fact. Strong audio output, 1.5 watt on the audio power, and one of the best features of this radio, of course, is that it offers 7 watts on RF output power, 7 watts, which means it's also designed with a very larger capacity battery, 2250 milliamp, and you're able to program 207 channels in this radio, and it also has the Vox function. Now,
interesting.
Most all these handhelds today we're going to talk about, they all have really good ratings as far as waterproof, water resistance, and dust resistance. So, and the V86 is no different. It does come with a rapid charger. It's not an accessory or optional accessory. It's included. And very rugged radio. It meets the military standard 810 C, D, E, F, and G. And all these handhelds today, of course, has the CTC, SS, and the DTCS encoder and decoder. So that's the IC-V86. And give us a call because the price point on this is it's a really good price for a mono band that offers 7 watts. One of the only ones in the market you're going to find like it. It's very unique. All righty?
Very cool.
That's the V86. And we'll move right on to the IC-T10.
This is a new one.
One of the new, yep, less than a year old. This is a dual band, analog also, but it's 2 meters, 70 centimeters. It's got a great look to it, and 5 watts on high power, 1.5 on medium, and then you can go lower than that. It's going to receive from 108, actually. It does the airband as well.
Excellent.
Yes, all the way up to 174. And then from 375 up to 479 megahertz on the UHF. It does include FM broadcast as well.
So we have the Miramar Air Show coming up.
Yes.
In Southern California, a couple of weeks or so.
Yep.
This would be a great radio to tune into all the aircraft band stuff happening there.
Absolutely. You know, I used to work that air show when I was at El Toro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was one of the technicians there.
Well, I used to volunteer in the comms, but...
Oh, that's where I knew I saw you before.
There you go. All right, see, we're all buddies. Go back.
And again, like the V86, the rapid charger is included with the IC-T10.
Do you know what the battery size is on this one?
This one, I believe it's around 1800 milliamp. It's about 11 hours. Yeah, is it on there?
It is 2400.
Oh, there you go.
Excellent.
Very good. It's at least 11 hours of operating.
Wow.
Depending on usage, of course. So
Sweet. All right. What's next?
we're going to move right on to the ID-52.
Ooh, yeah.
And we're going to move right up into the digital analog dual band. This is the premier HT that Icom offers. It has a dual receive, or they refer to as dual watch. VHF, VHF on A and B, UHF, UHF, or VHF, UHF. Dual watch, dual receive. It's going to receive all the way from 88 to 174 on VHF and 225 to 479 on UHF, including the airband and also FM broadcasts.
It's a beautiful screen.
Very beautiful. This was the successor to the ID-51, slightly larger screen. The screen is 2.3 inches. Nice screen, color display. You can easily change the background from black or white, depending on your preference and the application. It has a band scope. It was the first HT to offer. It has a band scope, and make sure I got this right. 1 megahertz of band scope.
You'll be able to see some action going on there.
Yeah, on the coverage, yeah. The Simplex group, looks like they're pretty busy. They're making Simplex great again here in Southern California.
Yes, indeed.
And the ID-52, you can program 1,000 channels in that Premier HT. Very good waterproof rating. It will do 1 meter for 30 minutes. And it has a micro SD slot and also uses micro USB as well.
Oh, good.
So it has that connection. And the being fully featured, Icom's fully featured hand HT, it also has GPS and DPRS, which is the D-Star equivalent of APRS. This is the D-Star system. So Bluetooth is built in, so you can either use proprietary Icom products, or you can actually use third-party products with this Bluetooth items. We do have a customer that discovered with his Icom IC-2730 Alpha Mobile that his hearing aids, Bluetooth hearing aids made in Germany, will work with Icom products. And he submitted that to Icom. They were not even aware of it. They had him test it with the ID-52, and sure enough, the Bluetooth, the protocols, all that works with his Bluetooth hearing aids.
Wow.
So
excellent.
Yep, that's another good feature. And now it comes with the also large battery, and then we have the extra capacity. I think it's also 22. If I remember right.
This is the 1880.
That's the 1880. Yeah. And then we have the 3150 extra large capacity. And as many of you may have heard before, the ID-52 is very compatible also with the Icom 705, the QRP portable rig. Same battery can be used with the ID-31, ID-51, ID-52. And we're getting ready to mention the new, soon to be off the boat and arriving here, the ID-50. And let me mention also, the ID-52 right now is on sale till the end of the month with an instant $50 off. It's not a rebate, instant. Yeah. So also the ID-52 has the smart picture function. So you can pair it with your Android device, and you can transmit images.
Very handy. That'd be excellent. Like if you're in Maui, for example, and needing to transmit some photos of the incident there.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool.
So I'm going to mention the ID-50. It's not here today, but it's on its way. Some of you may have heard that that's going to be the newest. It's going to be an entry-level analog digital handheld, slightly smaller than the ID-52. Basically, it has just about all the same features. It even has the USB-C connection. You can charge. You can also do programming and so forth. The ID-50, the big difference would be it doesn't have GPS, DPRS on the ID-50. But right now, incredible price point, introductory price point on the ID-50, and they'll be here very soon. So give us a call if you want to reserve one, or go ahead and put it on back order, but they're due here sometime maybe this week or next week.
Wow. And we have a little video, or at least some pictures of the ID-50 from Dayton earlier.
Yes. I'm going to also mention the R6. Don't underestimate its size. This is a receiver, and Julian did, did mention the air show, and so this is a great handheld communication receiver. It doesn't transmit, but I just want to show it to you and let you know that it's available for sporting events. You can listen if you go to the races, NASCAR, whatever it might be. You can listen to races and listen to air shows and so forth.
It weighs absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it runs off 2 AA batteries, and it will basically go from below 1 megahertz all the way up to 1.3 gigahertz. So there's a lot packed into this little receiver. And it will scan 100 channels per second. And and I want to mention also, in regard to the Icom's HT extensive line, we have marine for maritime application. We have the aviation handhelds, both communication and even models with navigation available. And then we also have models for MERS, the multi-use radio service, our system. So we have those as well. And I just want to briefly mention, for example,
that back here.
Yep. We have our RT systems for programming, which includes software and cable. Also rapid chargers for the ID-52 to ID-50, extra capacity battery, and then the speaker microphones as well. And as always, if you have any other questions or inquiries, please call us at your local ham radio outlet.
Wow.
All right.
Is that it? We covered?
I think so.
Awesome.
Some great radios here. Now, let me mention one more thing about the ID-52. I just remember I watched a video a few months ago, just a little plug here, for the YouTube influencer Josh, KI6NAZ, from Ham Radio Crash Course, basically said in his field testing, the ID-52 was the best receiver audio, and transmitting audio in his findings. So there you have it.
Yeah.
Good quality products from Icom, for sure.
There you go. Icom available at Ham Radio Outlet.
Yep.
Jeff, thank you again, sir.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
We'll see you on the next video.
You got it.
All right. Take care. 73.
73.